What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very somber episode of Schoolboy Roll-Up today. Unfortunately, one of the greats has left us. Boys, how we doing today?
It's a weird day. Getting some texts or some people you wouldn't expect.
Right?
Like my brothers who are in their 50s and 60s. They're like, oh man, I was him for Halloween. Oh, I was him for Halloween too. The impact of this was immediate. You don't always hear from people a generation older than you but when certain people who have this kind of impact, pass, and everybody wants to remember.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cultural icon. He defined a time when, even if you weren't into wrestling, you're very aware of who Hulk Hogan is. So, people, to Nick's point, there was a lot of text coming through with this.
So
a lot of people being like, "Oh, damn! Did you see what happened?"
The first person who, I forget who saw it, but it was not somebody I would have expected. I forgot who it was today now. And it was like 8 minutes after it was posted on TMZ. And it was not somebody I expected to hear from in regards to wrestling. So, you're right. Hogan's one of the very, very few people that completely transcended wrestling into mainstream Americana, whatever you want to call it. I guess between him and The Rock, and I don't know if that's where the list stops, but it might. So, rest in peace, Terry Bollea, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You will be missed in the squared circle.
I wonder what kind of nice tributes we'll get and when. PLEs don't have time constraints. Maybe even tomorrow night. Obviously, tomorrow night on SmackDown, you're gonna get something
for sure.
Just not sure what or who. Who's gonna pop in that ring to speak.
I'd imagine you see this go through for about a week or so. I don't think this is going to just be a one night and done situation. Right. Nick, to your point, I think they can make time for it on the PLE, but I think you're going to see a large emphasis of different tributes over the next few shows.
I mean, he's even currently, aside from this, was being tributed to by Becky in her current feud. Was that Becky Hogan sign a plant, whatever?
Oh, right.
He's like playing into it, wearing the red and yellow, like he was still living on in current story in a small way, which is just it's great because I think she'll play into it even more.
I would hope so. It's great. Like, there's a lot of ways people want to go today about Hogan.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's kind of sad that he's not going to be remembered probably as fondly as maybe he should be for what he did in wrestling. Because, and he will be, but I just feel like, whenever you bring politics in it, no matter whatever side you lean on, it's always going to turn some people off, and I feel like a lot of people got turned off by Hogan.
It's not even
recently.
that, though. It's just like, no matter what mainstream outlets talking about this today, they're leading with the positive. It's an overwhelmingly positive sentiment, and they throw in like, by the way, 10 years ago, he did a bunch of racist stuff.
Yeah,
it's just such a stain that it has to get mentioned.
And I think for that reason, anyone who does not have Hulk Hogan on their Mount Rushmore is letting Terry Bollea's antics bleed into Hulk Hogan's contribution to this business. Hulk Hogan is 1A or 1B, and I think the only rival to Hogan is Stone Cold Steve Austin. But if you ask me to create a Mount Rushmore, and your Mount Rushmore does not have those two on it, I don't think it's an accurate list of when you're looking at who had a huge impact on this business.
Easily correct. There is no Mount Rushmore if Hulk Hogan is not on it. So, I mean, leave it at that. It's that simple. I don't know if you guys like this did come kind of out of nowhere, right? I think to maybe all of us. I did see something yesterday when I was on visiting the old dirt sheets that Bubba the Love Sponge of all people, Hogan's former best friend and now nemesis, was saying that he was not in good shape after his surgery. And Jimmy Hart responded to him saying, I was just with Hogan last night at karaoke.
Jimmy Hart seems like a complete tool bag. Per your point, there had been rumors circulating for a few weeks now that Hogan's health was rapidly declining and deteriorating. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I guess that turned out to be true. But to your point, there was many denials out there on that. So, But yeah, no, Jimmy Hart just doesn't do it for me.
No, he's just, that's like the epitome of just wrestling crap, right? And I'm not trying to be mean to Jimmy Hart, but like he was just,
He makes themes. He's apparently very creative, but there's just something about him. He looks like he's stuck in the 80s for me, and that just
do you think?
Yeah, like let's get a keyboard tie, right?
Yeah,
but,
come on.
I mean, we're going to cover, I think, a lot of Hogan, but I think it's not just a political thing with Hogan because, listen, we have friends who are on both sides of things, and I think even when it comes to wrestling in general, there's plenty of people that shared Hogan's political views that are still well loved at this point, and it's very well known. I think to Nick's point, it's a matter of what this guy has done outside of that, the comments he's made. Also, even the fact of like when you read this story about like, oh, this broke on Bubba the Love Sponge, and the guy who called in was his former friend who asked Hogan to be his best man, but turns out Hogan was just like, well, I can't do that because I'm having a relationship with your wife. So, I think, listen, no one is perfect, and we all have our own list of issues, but it's just
this guy was in the spotlight for 2/3 of his life.
Yes.
And he just had, I don't know how much wealth he had, but he had a lot of fame. And things get weird.
Things get weird.
And let's be real, there's, I think, just with wrestling fans, when you're at a certain level, once again, we spoke about this. Listen, we are wrestling fans. Wrestling fans can get weird. When we heard the amount of creative he had and how he basically ruined the end of Starrcade 97, I think people were like, he's got too much power. He's ruining everything to make himself look good.
The lying in interviews and all that stuff, it just became such a meme in the wrestling community to just be like, what did he say today?
Well, it's like, I explained to my wife as, she's very surface level. She knows who Hulk Hogan is, obviously. Everybody does. But she doesn't know anything about him, really. And I was like, he just became a character of himself. Like, he wasn't, he was, I don't want to say he was living the gimmick because, like, we reserve that for Ric Flair. That term is only for Ric Flair at this point because he truly does live the gimmick. But Hogan was just, he was a character of himself at this point.
Yeah.
Did he need to make a company at 69, 70? Did he need to make a beer company?
He also was, I don't know if you saw this, but he was buying out all the Hooters restaurants, and he was making them into, don't quote me on the name because it's probably wrong, but I thought it was something like Real American Bar. Like everything was Real American all of a sudden, which is funny.
He's like, I really need to tap in on this part, this like catchphrase I used to have.
Yeah. And one of them was the Hooters that's right next to Madison Square Garden or across the street, whatever it is, I forget. And he was turning that into one of his bars. So
he really was doing 1,000 different things right up until the end.
Yeah. It makes
I
you
wonder
wonder
if any of it lives on, the beer company, this bar concept.
The wrestling.
That beer company, I think will now have the potential to actually really take off.
Okay.
Because I think before they were just targeting on like, hey, you're a real American, and you were only getting about maybe half the population interested in this.
Yeah.
But now the nostalgia factor and the fact that Hogan has unfortunately passed, I think, we'll put that in better graces. And you're like, maybe I should try the Hogan beer.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
And I just don't want crowds. And now I'm thinking about the tributes and things. I hope I don't want to hear any boos at these tributes. Okay,
There better not
people
be.
in the crowd, like, come on, all right, let the man rest in peace. So we'll see on that. But people who go to events are gonna, I think, pay a nice tribute.
I would think so. I also wonder how, like, some of his most outspoken critics within wrestling, I could think of CM Punk just off the top of my head, who's the ultimate babyface right now, who has never had a nice word to say about Hogan. Does he just not partake? Well, I mean, it'll be interesting to see.
I don't think he says anything. Also, I don't know if I could really say CM Punk is the ultimate babyface. The guy always has an attitude to him.
Yeah, but dude, he gets he's. So did Austin. Wasn't he the ultimate babyface?
I don't know if I'm using the term ultimate babyface for these guys. These guys were just so over. Like, fans love them. But, like, I'm thinking, like, the white, like the white bread, like Lex Luger coming out on the Intrepid thing when I hear ultimate babyface.
All right.
Which, maybe we just do that. Maybe we should just go to the Intrepid one day.
That's
our next episode.
Boys Day out.
Militaristic salute for Hogan. That you're failing.
A real American salute, guys.
What does the real American salute look like?
You double it up.
Oh, wow.
Looks like you're looking somewhere, but you really just love America so much.
I like that. Hey. That works.
Yeah.
So we were talking, or I brought up the fact of him being Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
What do you think is his greatest contribution in wrestling, Rob?
It's a great. So you could go a couple different ways with it. You could be of the school that, do you think he brought wrestling into the mainstream back in the 80s? And kind of what?
I think so, for sure.
What? Is that you're choosing that as your winner already? Is that what you're saying to me?
I don't know if I'm choosing that necessarily as my winner. I think he's got quite a resume to work with, but I mean, he really is at the forefront with Vince as far as taking this from just being small territories to a national and global product.
For sure. I mean, he was the guy that kicked off the Monday Night Wars for the most part with the NWO. There's also him with in the negative light. I'm not trying to bring up too many negative things, but the whole steroid trial with Vince was also major news, which brought tons of just eyeballs to WWE as well. So I still think, if you're asking me personally, his greatest contribution is probably power slamming Andre the Giant and then ending up in Rocky III and transcending wrestling into acting and becoming part of pure Americana. That's where I go. See, I didn't choose NWO.
Well, one begets the other. So, he did things that transcended or allowed wrestling to transcend to another level twice, right? He made it a household thing, and then he made it into basically what it is now. If you think of the Attitude Era was a long time ago, and the Monday Night Wars were a long time ago, but that is a time that he spearheaded where everyone was watching. So they both involve him, and it's not a mistake, and it's crazy that it's the same person in two different companies.
Yeah, the fact that you're dealing with someone who dominated so much as a babyface in the 80s through early 90s, and then makes wrestling cool around like 96 and late 90s, and with NWO winds up essentially having WWE have to create the Attitude Era just to even compete. So, long list of things. I mean, we talked on the first episode as far as just being like into wrestling. I started at an early age. Like I was watching WWF Superstars at my dad's place on the weekend, and Hogan didn't just main event matches. He main evented the WrestleManias early on, and I mean, when you really look at it, WrestleMania 1, that's a big deal. Like they sell out the Garden with that tag match. Rob bringing up the body slam at the Silverdome in front of, what was that, 90,000 people or so? Pretty ridiculous.
I called it a power slam. Thank you for correcting me.
Hey, that's fine. It's fine. It was a powerful.
It's not that kind of podcast.
No, it's true though. It's right. I'm just really. You said body slam.
It was a powerful body slam. It was a powerful body
you're right.
slam.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
It was the lingo. Like you have to be powerful to get up Andre.
You're right.
But no, like you got WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 5. You got the Mega Powers exploding. I mean, but when I'm really thinking about it, Ultimate Warrior versus Hogan, I was so torn on that. I didn't know which way to go because
you are definitely talking about Hogan versus Warrior in WCW at Halloween. Was that Halloween Havoc?
Halloween Havoc with the smoke.
With the smoke.
So much smoke.
Wait.
And the fireball?
Yeah, dude. Leading up to that, where like Warrior was just haunting Hogan the whole entire time, and then Hogan would like look in the mirror and see Warrior in the back. That is just pure gold.
Maybe we leave that out of like our Hulk Hogan like discussion as he passes. Yeah. It's like his most wrestle crap moment.
Yeah.
If we're doing that, why don't we just talk about the chair shot he had in like WCW 2000 with the New Blood angle? Ooh.
Oh, dude.
But
yes.
But on the higher note, when you really break it down, Hogan has WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 5, 6, 7. He has 5 really solid WrestleMania main events in my like childhood window. And then when he came back and he kills it with The Rock, the guy has 6, not like we've talked about this. Not every WrestleMania main event is on the same level. Like you get your Miz versus Cena WrestleMania main event. Hogan had 6 very major WrestleMania main events. I'm not saying, technical masterpieces, but as far as playing the crowd, having people invested, this guy was the best at it.
I think that Rock match being good is such a testament to the whole thing, to the whole career. Is that you look at that match as probably easily in his top 5, and it's with The Rock, and it's 18 WrestleManias after he was at the first one.
I mean, I think Nick, that's a great point. I would have to say that's his greatest match, I might walk that back already, but it's in the top 2. The only one I think you're comparing is the one with Andre for that moment where he powerfully body slams.
His close coworker, his close employee.
But there is something so cool about like he came back after the steroid allegation, after being in WCW as the competition, and he's the heel, and people are just refusing to boo him in that match. Like they were trying to make him be Hollywood the heel, and he couldn't. He couldn't be this guy.
No.
He had to be this guy. Right. So, yeah, I think it's a coin flip. It's either him versus The Rock or him versus Andre, I think, for his greatest match.
Listen, 2 things as to what you said. The first would be the thing with him and Rock, which is a great point by both of you. The fact that they both had the wherewithal to actually do what they did and switch it up, because everybody knows, maybe not everybody, but going into the match, Hogan was the heel and Rock was the face, and the Toronto crowd did not want to cheer that way. So that on the fly, they made the move and they literally tore the house down. So I think like those kind of moments themselves transcend wrestling, and I think that's really cool. But just as like an aside, as to an earlier point you were talking about, Greg, Hogan was legitimately on all like these first 6 WrestleManias, however many it was, he was printing money just himself. That guy, and that's why when you talk about wrestling like Mount Rushmores, if you don't include him, you're silly. The guy put more money into pockets than any person ever in the history of wrestling, and that includes Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, I think that needs to be said, and he needs to be remembered for that because he is the reason wrestling turned into what it is.
Absolutely. And I think that's why when you look at the Rushmore list, for me, it's like we said, you got Hogan and Austin, I think, have to be guaranteed. And then it's very tough to fill out those last 2 spots because I think, in my mind at the moment, your other runners would be Taker, Rock, Shawn Michaels, and Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 2 spots with 4 guys, but I think those 6 were just at a higher level. But realistically, those 2, Hogan and Austin, are at a higher level than the other 4 in the running.
Can I put you both on the spot? Just because I know we're talking about Hogan here. No, don't do it.
I'm ready.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
We're talking about Hogan here, but we've mentioned Mount Rushmore so many times. I need to know. Give me your spots.
All right.
You have to answer it somehow.
Batista, Kofi Kingston, Luger, and
You.
Nick, you want me to go first? Nick, you want me to go
no
first?
problem for it. It's I mean, you guess you get into personal preference. Well, with the way things have gone throughout time, you're looking at Hogan, Austin. I think you got to put Flair on there, and to I want to say Cena to bring it more modern, to like carry it through. But I mean, Mount Rushmore is supposed to be about the founding fathers, I guess.
Well, no,
depends on your interpretation.
I think that's fine. I think we're gonna look at like who's an all-time great. You could take Cena.
I think a lot of people now might put Roman Reigns up there. I'm not saying I would, but I think a lot of people would. So,
O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea
Can't get enough of that guy.
Yeah.
He loves the tribal chief. He acknowledges him.
We all should. I'll just make it easy for you. I'm going Austin, Hogan, Flair, and Heartbreak Kid. It's hard to leave out Undertaker, but I am.
Hogan, Austin, Taker, and I'm going Ric Flair.
All right. So did we all have Flair?
Yeah, we just each had a different last guy.
That's awesome. Okay,
that's
so we
pretty
agreed
cool.
on 3 of them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think those.
And I honestly kind of would have been mad if nobody said Taker. So I'm glad that Greg did.
Right.
I mean, Taker.
We covered the gamut.
Yeah.
Taker had such longevity, and I mean the streak's amazing. HBK could definitely be there. I would actually say before when we were talking of the 6th, I probably have Rock at number 6. I have him after HBK,
which I think is fair
because Rock had an amazing run. But I think once again when we speak about it, like you're focused on Rock had a short run like Austin, but Rock is just we use that word a few times. Rock is on a different level. Like he used WWE as an amazing launching pad for a career.
Mm-hmm.
So greatest, found the most success after wrestling, but on the list, he's number 6, I guess.
I don't know if it's modern focus grouping or he just has stronger people around him, or if it was just that Hulk Hogan walked in Hollywood so The Rock could run. Like, or did they just make more bad movies back in the day?
mean, listen, I love Suburban Commando. I love
that's so good.
I love Mr. Nanny.
Ninjas kick back.
But
Santa with muscles.
Yeah. I think Rock was he was better with how he went about breaking into Hollywood. Because he tried to come in pretty quick. Didn't work, and then he
The Mummy.
if we're focused on The Rock's Hollywood career, he took a step back for a little bit, took smaller roles in better movies, and took roles that were not action star, like started to kind of go in like the Disney direction of being like the Tooth Fairy and stuff, and built his way up through that. And let's be real, Vin Diesel in Fast Five put Rock back on the map. So
For sure. Definitely true. But like we said, none of this would have been possible without Hulk Hogan becoming Thunder Lips in Rocky 3 and really, you know, that damn word again transcends everything. So Vince knew what he was doing back then. He had his guy, and he ate up all the territories because he had his guy, and he was able to do it. And he sent his guy out into Hollywood, and WWE became the biggest thing around. So it's Vince has a lot to thank to Hogan. I would love to know where their relationship stood, as of recent times.
I would imagine if they kept in contact, it was still probably pretty decent, unless there was money that got in the way that we don't know about. That would be the only thing that was sour relationship between two people that made each other that way.
Solid match. Definitely not in the category before the Vince Hogan street fight at WrestleMania 19.
Nick and I were talking about that before, Greg. It was a good match. It wasn't great, but it was like way more entertaining than you would ever think it would be.
I mean, the street fight gimmick lent itself to that perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Blood, and the whole thing.
Which, do we do it, guys? Do we do it? If we're talking about street fight, do we make a quick transition?
What, this to SummerSlam?
I mean, that main event is it's a street fight.
I think you should transition it.
All right. Guys. If we're doing it.
Guys,
is that your version of all right?
If we're doing it, let's talk about it. Cody versus Cena, now a street fight. Did you see the segment last week where that was announced?
Yes.
And what did we think? Where are we going?
I'll let you go first.
Cody's
Nick.
splash looked like a child. He looked like a little kid.
Cody, it was the worst splash of all time.
It was pretty bad.
Was it because he was wearing a suit, or is it just the form? He was so.
It's his little
he was a little kid
that he wears here got in the way.
Wasn't he also holding the contract in one hand? Like
yeah.
it just looks so. It looks so dainty and soft.
Yeah. It's funny. Cody is so prone to that sometimes, I think, where like he really tries to be a bad guy and something like that happens. And it's just but Greg, please continue, because I think I know where you were going with this. And I want you to lead us there.
You want me to lead you there?
I want you to I could go if you want. He seemed like he was starting to have his own little Hollywood run himself.
Oh yeah? Elaborate, Rob.
He's not making the NWO. I just think he's kind of turning. Maybe I think we may see a double turn at SummerSlam. Is that where you were going, or did I just derail you?
No. I think it's being. I shouldn't say I think. It's definitely being teased at this point.
Are they teasing it too hard to where that seems like it's obvious?
And I think they're banking on everyone running with this idea. I'm not buying that Cody's turning just yet.
I mean, he's done some pretty vicious stuff in some of these matches, with even going back to like the I Quit with AJ. I've been through this before. He's kind of had a mean streak in some of these hardcore matches. Kevin Owens, he did some wild stuff to Kevin Owens in his last match.
Also, he used the belt, Nick. This past week, he did use the belt. Yeah. So
yeah, but that's more turnabout fair play than it is him being a bad guy.
Which I agree with, but with the way that they kept saying, "Oh, he won't use the belt," he won't. The fact that he used it kind of makes me wonder.
It makes you wonder.
Makes me wonder.
You wonder what he's going to do.
You know, I'm great with this turn, but I just don't think you get it yet.
Because Cody heel is great, and we need it whenever it happens. But I don't know that the Cena face is going to hit.
I don't think people are ready to like really cheer for him yet.
And also, you know what, guys? We have to revisit this then. If this is the double turn that people are talking about, I think people will cheer Cena because we're getting further along. We've got
close to the end
left. But when we were talking around like late February, early March, I don't think we can then consider Cena to have the greatest heel turn of all time.
No,
I think
sir.
that heel turn stays right here if Cena's heel turn was only for about a 5-month window.
Which is shit. Like, it needs to be longer than that. Like, come on. Like, it's that. No, like, at that point, it's like, what'd we do it for?
There's not enough time for it to
just to do it.
Yeah, I guess. It's just
the moment was great, but it didn't have the impact, and we said it would have the impact because of the outreach and the social media presence and blah blah blah. And I think for that exact reason it didn't, because it was picked apart, and Travis Scott actually ruined the Cena heel turn at the end of the day.
And here's my reason why, as much as they're teasing it, it can't be the double turn right now. Cena could definitely go face, and they could make this once again, just like with Hollywood to Rock, they could make this the true passing of the torch moment where Cena, as a good guy, is like, hey, Cody, you did it. You deserve this belt. That, to me, seems to put Cody over more than just Cody goes heel right now. Although every part of me wants to see Cody just go heel. But thinking about what they're looking to get out of this, turn Cena face and have him, raise Cody's arm. That's up.
If he does turn face, like, you kind of just get the idea that WWE literally did it just for the shocking moment, and without going into, because you turn somebody heel. This is like a couple year thing.
Rob, if it was hot, they'd be running with it. It's because it's not. I don't know that this is the plan.
I think you get the feeling that The Rock just derailed a whole storyline. I think that's what you get.
Okay, and hear me out then. If The Rock comes back at SummerSlam and Cody turns heel, I'm fine with Cena going face. But Rock has to be there. Rock has to be there.
But now it's so confusing to me. It's like one moment, the one guy,
because there's no other build in between. Right, you're just like, he's here, and I turn bad, and now he's back at the next big event, and I'm good. Don't like him.
Don't. He's not angry.
He's gonna kick The Rock in the balls and go, Travis Scott. It makes even less sense.
And then they're just gonna hit the Fiend beat again. Fiend.
So, the Wrestling Observer had a little nugget. It's been a while since we had a nugget about Travis Scott.
Time for a sauce nug?
Time for a sauce nug. And that was, speaking about Travis Scott, he doesn't like to commit to anything. He goes half in and tries other projects at the same time. And since he's a personal client of Ari, who is Ari
Emmanuel,
the CEO of TKO, everyone tried to accommodate him until it just became too much to deal with. As in, they're saying that he is now out of WWE storylines. Which is just, that was just pure trash everywhere.
Which means Travis Scott is all elite.
He might be. Tony will have that graphic up real quick.
Travis coming out with Yuta.
Just smoking weed.
Travis is hanging out with the Death Riders.
If you want to believe whatever Wrestling Observer is telling you, Travis Scott was supposed to be in the match with Randy Orton, and that is why it is now Jelly Roll in a tag match against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I don't know if you want to believe Uncle Dave, but that's
it was going to be.
Claims.
I'm so confused. It was going to be who and Travis, not Randy.
Orton and Travis. No, he was going to be with. Sorry, he was going to be with Drew and Logan Paul, and it was going to be Jelly Roll and somebody else. I don't remember who. Maybe Jey Uso, something like that.
Maybe Jimmy Uso, Big Jim.
Big Jim. He's got nothing.
Maybe Rikishi.
All right.
All right.
It wasn't what I didn't mean for it to be one of those.
All right. That's when you hear that means you change it.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of SummerSlam, I guess then like we got the Punk and Gunther match set.
They added a lot to the card this past week.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. We're at 10 matches, guys.
We're starting to thicken up, fatten up, however you want to call it.
Beef it up.
We're looking good.
Yeah, every belt is up. Right, except for women's US is the only one that's not.
A lot of Julia fans out there being like, when's she defending it?
Has she even been on TV since she won that belt? I can't remember.
She was in the Battle Royale for Evolution.
Well, she won a belt and then they like cut her legs out from under her.
According to my sources, she will be defending the belt at SummerSlam. Should she lose, not only does she lose the belt, but she has to spell her name just the regular way with a J.
Wow. That would kill her.
That ruin a character.
You just got to spell this. You're now J, Julia.
That's like going from one company to the other thing. Like you slightly change your name.
Julia is all elite. It's like, just plain Julia.
When Rhino became Rhino with a Y instead of an I.
That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
It's so simple.
It's totally different people there. Yeah. I'm thinking, like, we're looking at night one, everybody. I know you're listening. I know you're planning on coming and meeting up with us at the Schoolboy Roll-Up presented by Barrett Financial Solutions Tailgate. We will be there. I'm reminding you, we will be there.
Parking lot opens at 12:30. We will be there as soon as it opens.
Yep. We will have beer. We will have booze. We will have beer. Beer is booze. We will have burgers.
Here's a form of booze.
It is. Whatever, come have fun with us. We're going to have a lot of people around.
You say we got hot dogs?
I do, because I know you love hot dogs.
They better not be Thumans.
I'm not buying Thumans.
No Thumans.
I ain't getting no Thumans. I'll get you a nice Sabrett or Nathan's hot dog.
Maybe Nathan's in there?
I'm going Nathan's.
And maybe
look for the large banner that I held up at the beginning of the episode. That will be, hung on high.
Yeah, look for that. Look for that hung high banner, and just look for us.
Look for us, man. We'll be there.
Get there a few hours early. Go up and down every aisle, just looking for us. Don't check Twitter.
We will. Don't check.
Don't check the social media to see what lot we're in.
We definitely will post.
Run all over.
By the way, which lot we were in, just so anybody, we'll put it on Instagram and with one of those things pointing down at the sign. We'll do that.
Love that.
But there's going to be other people there too, like Busted Open Radio. Like, don't go hang out with them. They're not going to talk to you.
They're not going to give you, if you're one of the first X number of people there, free merch.
Yeah, we will have free merch if you are lucky enough to get there.
We got T-shirts. I'm going to maintain uncomfortable eye contact like this the whole time.
Wow.
We will be filming as well. We're going to try and get some input from people on the street about what they're thinking about SummerSlam and whatever else you might want to talk about.
We want to know what your Mount Rushmore is.
Yes.
We want to know. What do you think about this lot we're in? You like this? Would you put Ronnie Lott on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh man, Ronnie
Lott, man. Big Lots.
Big Lots. Do you think Ronnie Lott owns Big Lots?
Greg got Greg on that one.
I gassed them up.
Got me there.
You got him.
Cracked me.
But
It's been a rough day with Hulk's passing, but Ronnie Lots, Big Lots, brought a smile to my face again. Thank you.
Number 42, baby. But in all seriousness, to Nick's point, we will be filming while we're there, and we would love to hear from literally everybody. So stop by and see us. WrestleMania Night 1 Saturday.
Whoa! It suddenly became WrestleMania. I was so excited.
Yeah, SummerSlam Night 1
SummerSlam
Saturday.
Night 1. We're that excited.
We're that excited. Yes.
Come to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Come to WrestleMania Night 1. We're gonna power slam Andre, right, Rob?
Power slam.
Gosh.
Power slam him. See, I got Hogan on the mind, and when Hogan is just synonymous with WrestleMania.
Yes.
And
So guys, we'll be in the parking lot of the Silver Dome.
The Silver Dome. Oh man, you gotta
Always
bring
bring
that.
it back to the Silver Dome. Hogan.
Poor Hogan. It's just that's like his core memory is the Silver Dome, so he just never forgot it. Any place he went to after was the Silver Dome. I know you're ruminating on something over there, Greg. I see that brain moving, man.
It was moving, and I was like,
wheels
you know
are
what?
moving. Oh, okay.
I'm stopping
Right.
this brain.
Don't stop that brain.
Gotta bite the tongue sometimes.
So I feel like, I don't want to be too morbid or anything, but unfortunately, Hulk Hogan was not the only WWE Hall of Famer that passed this week. And unfortunately, the other one was Ozzy Osbourne, an original, if I remember correctly, WWE Hall of Famer, correct? Wasn't he one of the first few years that they did that? Or am I just totally making things up?
That'd be a weird thing.
You're hitting me with some news I do not know.
Oh, now we're both going to be
2021. When was the WWE Hall of Fame formed?
So it was a lot earlier than that.
Rob,
I thought he was.
When was Ozzy inducted into WWE Hall of Fame?
2021.
2021.
The history there.
Yeah.
When was WWE Hall of Fame created?
What?
1993.
He was one of the original inductees in 2021. Almost 30 years after.
You know what? He should have been. Okay.
Rob, what the heck are you talking about?
No. I thought he was I thought I read that somewhere. My bad.
That is the most wrong anyone has ever been on this show.
Oh my god. Rob, we were just playing.
Ross.
He was playfully teasing you, and now you're just so wrong.
Oh my god, that's funny. Both of those things are funny. Definitely, she was a WWE Hall of Famer.
Here's what I need to bring up with Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yesterday, saw his passing. Obviously, great career, heck of a life he lived. And I'm thinking, you know what? We should put something up on our Twitter for this. We need to do a nice post. So I go to Twitter, go over to Grok AI, and I say, hey, give me a picture of Ozzy Osbourne enjoying a burrito in heaven. Because in my mind, stupid enough, I'm thinking back to when he had the reality show. And he had that episode where he was obsessed with Chipotle burritos. He gave Chipotle a heck of a lot of free advertising. This is 2002. I don't even have access to Chipotle. I don't really think they're on the East Coast yet. And I'm like, this burrito looks amazing. So I'm like, you know what? That's going to be the tribute. Let me get a picture of Ozzy eating burrito in heaven. And then as soon as the picture is made so well, by the way, by AI, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? This would be the most inappropriate picture to post as a tribute. So I didn't post it on X or Twitter, but for all our loyal streamers, this is what I made sure I did not post.
Wow.
This was just Ozzy enjoy. Also, why did the AI decide that the burritos needed to be
so
the size
huge. That's
of
the most AI thing about the picture, honestly.
Why did it need to be the size of his
Like a human
torso?
child.
I mean, guys, one more time. Look at the size of this burrito.
That is, and it's leaking.
Do we? We're not guaranteeing it, but maybe for our tailgate on WrestleMania Night 1 with Rosh, maybe we'll get burritos this size as well, people.
Oh,
So
my God.
another incentive to come out to the tailgate. Come hang with Greg, Nick, and Rosh. WrestleMania Night 1.
Rosh. Dude,
We're gonna have these sloppy burritos falling out at the bottom.
That needs to be a shirt, dude.
What, sloppy burritos or just this picture?
That picture. Listen.
I actually think that's a great call. This should go on.
Yeah, it goes
that
hard.
Needs to
dude.
be a shirt.
Goes hard.
Let me ask you something too. We're into ranking today. I don't know. At least I am. So, and I'm not gonna, since I screwed up so badly with the WWE and Ozzy Osbourne Hall of Fame. Tell me right now, Chipotle, Qdoba, and Moe's. Which one's the best?
All right, Nick, you gotta go.
I don't. To me, it's Chipotle, and it's not close. I don't.
Oh, I disagree.
Yeah, right. I feel like the dark horse here is Moe's. I'm just not familiar.
No, I would say that the dark horse would be Qdoba.
Yes,
little Qdoba, but I don't even know where they're at right now. I feel like they fell off.
I remember.
Actually, there's one in Fairlawn, Nick. So we could go hit that up. We could just be like, wrap us a burrito, but leave it open so when we hold it,
it mostly just gets under shorts. Yeah.
Here's the issue I have with Chipotle. When Chipotle did make its way to the East, and I remembered those Ozzy Osbourne episodes where he really wanted his burrito. I tried it, and I was like, this is a great burrito. And when I was dirt poor living in New York City with a certain somebody, it was affordable, and it was very filling. And I OD'd on Chipotle. I had it multiple nights a week. I would say 2 to 3 times a week for 2 years straight. And now I can't really do it anymore.
Can't do it again.
So for that reason, Moe's.
Oh, wow.
I'm a Moe's guy. And they make a crunch wrap.
It always hits.
Which also, guys, just, all about me right now. I made a crunch wrap yesterday too, on my own.
I love making crunch wraps.
I've never made one.
Yeah, I didn't know you make crunch wraps.
I make crunch wraps, man.
Oh, dude, we should do like a little tutorial.
Maybe at the tailgate.
Yeah.
A Rosh crunch wrap.
I don't know where this came from.
Rosh is sure.
Wait,
Rosh is sure.
I just love that you said Rosh.
What do you mean be sure? I just messed it up. Rosh is HS.
I don't know.
Sure.
Mankind sound.
Hasor.
I don't know where Rosh even comes from based on, but it's so good. It's way too good.
It's longer than your real name. That's
yes,
the best part.
Yeah, Roshert.
I think Rosh stays. I'm keeping Rosh around.
Rosh. We don't need Greg Rob anymore. We got Rosh.
Rosh. Singular Rosh has superseded Greg Rob.
Greg Rosh.
By the way, I'm going Qdoba, and I remember it fondly from those Hoboken nights where,
Yes, it was the late nights. One of the late night spots. It was pretty reliable.
It was definitely like the top 3 late night spot to hit up there. Right?
Fuck you.
You were a big queso boy.
Benny
Rosh loved that queso.
Yeah. So, we're having a crunch wrap off. with queso. And yeah, it's gonna be good. And we're making new shirts that have Ozzy Osbourne with holding 2 burritos.
I do want that on a shirt.
Got to see how this first wave of shirts goes. So
or is it Ozzy Osbourne holding a burrito and Hulk Hogan holding a burrito?
All right.
A real American burrito.
All right, that's a real American. It's totally not Mexican. It's real American. Oh, says Rosh. You guys, what else you got for me?
Oh, yeah. The Hogan thing is just so big. It's hard to think about anything else.
We could just literally talk about it the whole entire time.
We tried.
Guys, Will Ospreay's broken. That's what I'm bringing up from AEW right now.
Yeah, we don't have an AEW minute today.
No minute.
That's the big thing.
That's it. You know, that was the minute.
Well, it's
Will
good.
Ospreay's done.
Do you think
it's good that he's not holding a title at the moment? It'll be great when he gets back.
Yes, agreed. Do you think AEW?
What's that?
Do you think AEW posts like a Hogan thing? No. Keep in mind, Tony Khan has said that he would never have Hulk Hogan in his company.
Still, I think there's an acknowledgement.
There should be. And Will Ospreay's leg can be acknowledged as well. Maybe. Or whatever he hurt.
Guys, I'm going to bring this up a little bit early just because I'm not going to be in the next episode. So, are we getting the Seth Rollins cash in on night 1?
Well,
why does it look so funny?
Is the CM Punk match a night 1 main event? Okay.
Yes.
Right, because the Cody's night 2. Okay.
What it do, baby?
I sure hope so. Because to make this an epic SummerSlam, we need a moment like that.
Yeah.
We do need that moment.
I think we get it.
Also, LA Knight not on the card. Like
just total bull.
Yeah, heavily involved in the build up to this. And now
wasn't he taken off? Wasn't he beaten up and taken off? Like, is that what they did? If I remember correctly, or am I remembering that as poorly as Ozzy Osbourne?
Was he taken out by JC Mateta, Tonga, Tamatonga, Tangaloa?
Yeah.
The Tongas?
The Tongas. All the Talas.
NFC? My fun time?
They made a name for that faction very quickly.
MFT. We need to make sure it's MFT with Rosh. And it stands for my fun time with Rosh.
That sounds like the worst movie ever.
We came over, I played video game at Rosh's house.
Rosh. Who's Rosh?
Also, let's be real. I'm not picturing you when I picture Rosh. It's just not. It's not.
No, you're not. You're picturing somebody else. But
not a guy wearing an NWO shirt with a sweet Janetti hat.
Who made that hat? Huh? We didn't get a Penta walk today either.
Wait, he just came off screen. What do you think he's doing?
There it is.
That's it. Just that was not the Penta walk. That was just
that was something else.
It was the Rosh walk.
I think we're doing great, guys. We're crushing it.
We're just crushing it. It went off the rails.
Happens.
A little bit. When I talked about Ozzy being in the Hall of Fame, it just died.
Yeah, once you made the most incorrect statement ever on this podcast, I just felt like we probably should have
early WWE.
Remember when he was the first? Remember when they made he was the first person inducted?
It's really weird because
30 years after they started it.
My brain does not remember a WWE Hall of Fame before like 2010. And I know obviously I'm wrong, but and that doesn't excuse the fact that he wasn't inducted until 2021 anyway.
Yeah,
but I just don't remember it back then. I don't know. Weird.
I mean, you know who the first inductee actually was, right?
It's Andre the Giant.
Oh, I thought it was Edge.
In 2010?
On this day!
That I forgot. The whole Ozzy Osbourne topic was kind of broached by me because if there was no Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath, there might never have been Motorhead. And without Motorhead, we would have never had 17 Triple H themes.
Ozzy made it happen.
Ozzy made it happen. The King of Kings.
That was good, Rob. It's a lovely voice.
The connection I was hoping to make before you guys went to Timbuktu and back was that they were both reality stars.
Ooh.
Right? They're both in the WWE Hall of Fame, and they both had kind of big reality shows. And Hulk Hogan, his daughter had a spin-off show, and the kids, Ozzy's kids got it's an interesting thing for both of them to have on their resumes.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan knows best.
Hogan knows best, man.
That was the name of the show. Hogan. Yeah. That's a great name.
This guy knew best.
Real Americans know best. That's what Hogan thought. Do you think that him and Eric Bischoff's wrestling promotion continues on? I saw recently that it's going to be televised on, I believe it was Fox Nation, if I recall correctly.
I think it's a perfect time to just let that go.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Well, keep the beer, keep the bars, not that.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to seeing Eazy-E back into some action. I love some Eazy-E.
You think he could promo these real wrestling matches, basically? Is that what you want to see from him?
No. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing him announce. I always liked him as an announcer back in the day. I thought he was pretty good. I don't know. I like when Eric Bischoff's around.
Yeah.
You're a big Bischoff guy.
I'm a big Bischoff. Yeah, it's funny. Back when we were growing up, man, I hated WCW. Besides the NWO and the Wolfpack, I couldn't stand Eric Bischoff. And then as the years have went on, I've love his podcast, 83 Weeks, and I don't know. I just became a big Bischoff guy.
You like that he mastered martial arts.
Yeah. And his remember he came out with the I don't know what it's called, the karate suit, whatever it's called. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the gi.
Yeah, the gi.
Bischoff intends to honor the league because it is part of Hogan's legacy. He said Hogan was really into it, so we're gonna keep it going.
Okay. Glad that's out of the way.
I think what you love best about Eric Bischoff is his relationship with Jason Hervey.
I do love
of the Wonder
Jason Hervey. Come on. The Wonder Years, what's better?
I feel like we could try to get Jason Hervey on this.
He might come on.
He might be the first guest.
Which, by the way, I reached out to our prospective guest, and I was left on scene. Now, judging by his Instagram profile, it looked like he's been out kind of promoting an album in different places, so maybe this week was just not good for him. I wish he would have just told me. What? Are we being stood up?
This sounds like when you're into a girl, but the girl's not into you, and you're we misread it a little bit.
Yeah, we might have misread it.
But you know what?
We'll see.
We're romantics at heart.
We are.
Rosh is a romantic.
He's putting the speakers above his head, and he's double messaging.
We're gonna make it happen.
I'm triple. It was his idea, so hopefully he's still on board. We'll see. Maybe he'll surprise Nick and I and be the third man next week.
Right.
Who is the third man?
Would that cheese you if that's what happened?
That's the third man right there.
Would that really chap you up?
No, listen, I think there should be a third man. We can't have any Nick Rosh next week. We need a third.
I'm not
Nick
trying to Nick Rosh a whole free
Rosh.
SummerSlam app. Oh, Greg, are you gonna offer your SummerSlam picks? You gotta throw those in, brother.
Yeah.
I think I just have to offer it because that next week's the episode. Maybe I just I send a letter in.
I think what you got to do, you got to
Certified.
put them in an envelope, and I'll open it on pod.
Oh, that's a good
Right.
one.
I love that.
If you were to have to give your picks now, I would be heavily weighing mine against yours, and I'd have a whole week to think about it.
Yeah, no. Can't put the picks in now. Can't do
All
it.
right. So we'll secret ballot them.
Do I even bother making picks?
Yeah, because when you're as wrong about your picks as you are about the Hall of Fame, it's hysterical.
Yep. Yeah. Rosh,
so
we need the Rosh picks.
I need a comeback now to just destroy my Hall of Fame comment.
Rosh is trying to get his name back. He wants to become Rob again.
I am Rosh until I clear up this Hall of Fame comment.
Yes. You're definitely Rosh for this week. Like,
okay, that's
this episode fair. Really should be called like
Rosh.
Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, but now
Rosh.
But now Rosh is in the running.
How is Rosh spelled?
R-O-S-H.
O-S-H.
R-O-S-H.
Oh my goodness! And then you could do like a Legion of Doom. What a rush!
Oh, what a rush!
Is Rosh when he's wrong about something? Like, what makes him?
If you come to the tailgate, we will say "What a rush," or blast that through our speakers every 3 minutes. It's going to be so good.
So kind of funny. I say that to my son. What a rush! And he cracks up hard every single time.
No, I promise we won't do that at the tailgate.
Why not?
No, because we're too busy putting a microphone in your face, giving you a burger, giving you a beer, giving you a T-shirt. There's not enough time to talk about Rosh at the tailgate. It's all about pleasing the fans.
It's all about you.
Yeah. It's all about you,
We're
like
the
Tupac.
Janetti. You're the Beyonce.
Yeah. We're just Michelle. Maybe Kelly Rowland.
Wow, that's bringing it back to what episode was that? Like episode 2 or 3?
Yeah,
something like that?
Yeah.
4 maybe? Hall of Fame. Just way off. All right, that's enough for this crap. All right. Sub to us. We want you to hear our nonsense.
Spiel again next week, 2 days before tailgate.
Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Yes. You've given us many memories, and we are very appreciative of it. I will always be NWO for life. Later. Calm down.